Today, we will fly from the Planpraz takeoff site located in Chamonix at an altitude of 2,000 meters. I have flown here twice before, once in January on a day when I was skiing and paragliding, which I also made a video about. Due to the wind blowing from the wrong direction, I had to take off from the ski slope instead of the launch site. The second time I flew here was in the spring, and I didn't have a camera with me. I flew for about an hour in the weakening thermals of the late afternoon, mostly at a constant altitude. Today's flight has only one goal: to reach the upper station of the Brevent cable car, which is at an altitude of 2,500 meters. I will improvise the rest of the flight.
D'accord. Woohoo!
The mountain was full of people, as it was the last day of the Mont Blanc Marathon. After takeoff, you must begin climbing carefully due to the gondola cables. Slowly heading west, I began to increase my altitude. In addition to the impressive rock formations and the view of Mont Blanc on the other side, I saw many people on the mountain during the flight. Marathon runners, climbers, hikers, and lots of paragliders in the sky.
Start it! Ja. Kellemes 2200 méter.
As I slowly reached the height of the ridge, I was flying in unknown territory for me, but I couldn't wait to discover what I would find up here.
Live coverage of the Mont Blanc Marathon, second day on 2,300 meters.
The view of the plateau with Lake Brevant completely captivated me. I headed toward the upper station of the gondola, but I could hardly take my eyes off the landscape, and slowly a plan began to form in my mind.
méter.
As I turned back towards the plateau, I saw my usual flying spot in Passy in the distance. I decided to try to fly there. Spoiler alert, I didn't make it in the end. I made my first mistake here by not turning left to fly along the sunny and thermic side to the end of the plateau. I couldn't resist flying over it. At the end of the plateau, I tried to find a thermal, but what I found quickly disappeared. I wasn't really in a good spot, but at this point I still had some altitude to spare, so I headed towards the next ridge to see if I would have better luck there. On the other side, I found two thermals, but unfortunately neither of them lasted long enough for me to gain significant altitude. If I had started flying straight at the end of the plateau, I probably would have reached my goal. But I didn't want to take any risks in unfamiliar terrain, so after my unsuccessful search for thermals, I ended up too low and had to land in servos, where fortunately there is plenty of empty space for landing. Although I didn't manage to reach the destination I had set myself during the flight, I really enjoyed the flight. I was able to explore new areas and gain new experiences and local knowledge so that next time I can fly even higher and further. Thank you for joining me.